Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and happy Easter to all of you. And it is that time. The NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship is upon us, and we are underway. The game just getting started from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Arizona, the Cinderella story, beating UConn in the semifinal, and this sets up the first Pac-12 championship game for men or women in all time, actually, in the history of NCAA tournaments for basketball on both the men's and women's side. And Lexi Hull scores the first points of the game for Stanford. This is a high-power Stanford offense, a really good Arizona defense, as we saw in the game against UConn on Friday. So we'll see how these two teams square off, as Arizona are now on the board. Ari McDonald with the three-pointer, and no surprise there, as she's been absolutely brilliant. She's averaged 30 points per game in her last 3 games. That layup won't go for Haley Jones. Now come the Wildcats the other way. Yaney the floater, that's no good, and it's rebounded by Lexi Hull. The Hull sisters, quite the duo for Stanford. By the way, McDonald for Arizona in her last 3 games has averaged 56% from beyond the arc, as that floater is good from none other than Lexi Hull. She has the first 4 points of the game for the Stanford Cardinal, 4-3. It's Stanford on top early on. These two teams meeting for the 3rd time this season, as that layup is too strong from Kate Reese. Stanford won both of the earlier meetings, but both teams acknowledge that this is a whole different Arizona team than earlier in the season. This is an Arizona team that are currently playing their best basketball of the season. And a nice layup there. Pounding her way in was Cameron Brink. Banks at home, 6-3. Stanford on top early on. Arizona with good ball movement here. It's on the left wing with McDonald, and a charge against McDonald. Hull, Lexi Hull, that is, taking the charge for Stanford. Ari McDonald hit the 3 early on, but this time committing the offensive foul as the Wildcats turn it over. This is handed off to Lexi. Hull can't bank it in. Battle for the rebound, controlled by Jones. Nice pass to the corner. Back outside, and Hull, it was actually Prechtel from downtown. The Stanford Cardinal are shooting hot early, 9-3 they lead. Now here are Arizona on the right wing. It's a deep 3 off the mark from Ari McDonald. It's a strong start for Stanford. Another 3 on the way. It is good. And what a start for the Cardinal. Kiana Williams from downtown. And Stanford have a 12-3 lead. And a timeout is called by the Arizona Wildcats. Well, Stanford, I warned you about their high-power offense, and they've been lighting it up early. Kiana Williams from downtown, 12-3 lead for the Cardinal. They've come to play at the Alamo Dome. I'm back after this break. Don't go anywhere. It's the national championship on this Easter Sunday. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Easter to everybody. And it's Arizona and Stanford for the national title. And what a hot start for the Stanford Cardinal as they lead it 12-3. And Stanford shooting 56% already, 2 of 3 from three-point range, and Arizona shooting a cold 17% to start this game. So polar opposites when it comes to the offensive productivity to begin this game. But just less than 4 minutes into it, Arizona hoping that timeout can help them out. Ari McDonald in her career against Stanford, by the way, 6 games, just a 1-5 record. She shot below 37% each game, so she struggled in her career against Stanford, particularly this season, as that pass was nearly mishandled. Kept alive, though, by Puello. Now into the paint. Baptiste passes it out to Sam Thomas. That 3 blocked. Thomas keeps the possession alive, puts it up. No good as the shot clock was winding down, and a foul called afterwards as Kiana Williams took a hit. So a foul against Arizona. It will be Stanford ball. We close in on the midway point of quarter 1. Here is Lexi Hull. Now it's a nice cut to the basket. Haley Jones with the right-handed finish, and Stanford lead it by 9. Lead it by 11, rather, after that basket. Jones averaging 17 points per game in her last 2. And that's a nice shot. Knocked down by Trinity Baptiste. Stanford coming off of that thrilling 1-point victory over South Carolina in the Final Four 2 nights ago at the Alamo Dome. Here is Jones. She'll find Lexi Hull. Now it's Jones on the right wing. Nice pass, but unable to finish was Lexi Hull. But a near steal here. It is recovered by Sam Thomas of Arizona. And now they'll push it ahead. Good look from 3. Off the mark, though, was Puello. And on the rebound, a jump ball was called. The possession arrow does belong to the Wildcats. So Arizona will get the ball. Haley Jones in the Final Four played 29 minutes with 24 points. Ari McDonald, the corner 3, no good. And there for the rebound was Lexi Hull. Jones finds Wilson. Now a pass to the near corner. That's way off the mark from Lexi Hull. And now brought back the other way by Arizona. Here's McDonald. McDonald to the baseline. A blocking foul called against Haley Jones. First team foul, actually, as this is passed into Ari McDonald. Here's a Puello corner 3, no good. And here comes Jones now, all the way into the paint, kicks it out. The drive here, but unable to finish, was Lexi Hull. A foul will be called against Arizona. So possession stays with Stanford. 14-5 the score with 3.5 to play in the first quarter, as Stanford will make a change for the first time. Lexi Hull comes out. Jones for 2. Nicely done. Stanford executing off the inbounds pass. Haley Jones, 4 points early on. 16-5 Stanford with the 11-point lead early on. Here's Ari McDonald underneath the hoop, kicks it out. 3 from Baptiste, and she makes no mistake. A huge 3-pointer there. Trinity Baptiste with 5 points out of the 8 that Arizona have so far. 7 minutes into the game. Jones, the pass inside. It's lost by Prechtel. And here come Arizona. McDonald pulls up. The deep 2, no good. Offensive rebound by Ware. Now it's taken in. And Baptiste couldn't finish with the left hand. Arizona with multiple opportunities to get points there. And was that a push-off? No, a defensive foul against the Wildcats. Nice Baptiste 3 on that last Arizona possession. 2:33 to go in the first quarter, as Stanford will make a change. Taking a seat is Haley Jones. And into the game is Francesca Belibi. Here's Kiana Williams. Now Belibi just came in off the bench. Cameron Brink to Kiana Williams. Williams has it taken away, stripped out of her hands by McDonald. McDonald with a nice pass, but another miss from close range. Pellington unable to finish. And with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, Stanford have a 16-8 lead. Oh, bounce pass here. Deflected off of Ware. It will stay Stanford possession. This is passed into Kiana Williams. Williams to Hannah Jump. Now back for Williams. Williams with the clock at 1. Can't get it off. Arizona with lockdown defense. And it's a shot clock violation. McDonald currently getting a breather for Arizona. We'll see if they can step up without her right now. Top of the key, this is Thomas. Thomas finds Puello. Baptiste with a contested shot. No good. And here come the Cardinal. Anna Wilson, the sister of Russell Wilson. A drive here by Belibi. She's rejected by Ware. It will stay Stanford ball. Still 18 seconds left on the shot clock. A reminder that the NCAA men's hockey national semifinals from Pittsburgh are on Thursday. St. Cloud State takes on Minnesota State at 5 Eastern time. And then Minnesota Duluth takes on UMass at 9. I'm hoping to be on the call for the Minnesota Duluth UMass game, which is the second semifinal. Belibi getting a shot up. Cannot get it to fall. And on the rebound, a foul's committed by Stanford. The offense struggling a bit on both sides in the early goings. Stanford will make a change. Cameron Brink comes out of the game with 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. Pass outside. Baptiste short on the 3. That's picked up for an offensive rebound by Pellington. Pellington will reset the offense. Arizona trailing by 8. Now it's Ware. She finds Trinity Baptiste. Back outside. Pellington a 3. Way off to the right. And it's the rebound. It's rebounded by Belibi. The shot clock is off. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Four seconds left in the quarter. Pass back outside. Williams a deep 3. Too strong. And that brings us to the end of quarter 1. 16-8. It's Stanford in the lead. The national championship A tournament that started with 64 teams is down to the final 2. It's Stanford by 8 after 1. I'm back for quarter 2 next. Don't go anywhere. Oh, I appreciate that. Jay. Thanks for tuning in. Jay, I appreciate that a lot. And I'll be back for quarter 2 action after this quick break. Happy Easter to you, Jay, and happy Easter to everyone tuning in on this Sunday evening. I'll be back for more after this. Welcome back in, everybody. What a season it's been for Stanford. Just an unbelievable season, really, because of local health regulations and rules in where Stanford play. They were kicked out essentially, and their travels this season, unbelievable. 24 road or neutral court wins, 87 nights in a hotel, 3 different home courts. So it's been a wild journey. They were on the road for 9 consecutive weeks because they couldn't play home games due to the local health regulations. So, just wild all around as we get set for the start of the second quarter. Stanford overcoming a lot to get to this point, and now here they are as we get set for the start of quarter 2. So Thomas will inbound for Arizona, and off we go in the second quarter of play from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, nice finish there as QTRARIZ got the friendly roll, and Arizona get off to just the start they were looking for here in the second quarter. Here now is Haley Jones. Jones to the cutting Kiana Williams. Her pass, though, deflected by Reese and stolen by the Wildcats. Oh, a collision off the ball. A foul will be called against Stanford. Against Prechtel. And this will be put in play by Puello along the Arizona baseline. Along the baseline underneath the basket. Here are Arizona out of the gates here in quarter 2. Reese thought about the shot, instead takes it in and finishes with the right hand Beautifully done by QTRARIZ. Arizona come within 4. It's a 7-0 run for Arizona. They trailed by 11 at one point. It was 16-5 about 4.5 minutes ago. Stanford on a slump right now, on a scoring drought. Prechtel is fouled. A little too aggressive was QTRARIZ. And that'll be foul number 1 on QTRARIZ. Attacking the basket. Tough finish on that last basket of hers. She has 4 points early on. Wilson to Williams. The 3, no good. And the rebound snatched by Pellington. Here's QTRARIZ. Handed off now to Ari McDonald into the lane. The fall away wouldn't go off the rim and out. Ari McDonald, just that 1 3-pointer so far. She's 1 of 6 from the field. Oh, what a move. Haley Jones, too strong on the floater. Beautiful move to set herself up, but unable to execute on the shot. Here's Pellington now for the Wildcats. On the right wing, it's McDonald, and a traveling violation is called as Arizona turn it over. 2 minutes gone in quarter 2. Here's Kiana Williams for Stanford. Now it's Lexi Hull. Hull to Haley Jones. Prechtel, the deep 2, got the bounce. And that's one way to end the scoring drought for Stanford. 18-12. Ashton Prechtel with 5 points. Perfect 2 of 2 from the field so far. Here's Ari McDonald. McDonald pulls up, knocks it down. Prechtel, by the way, for Stanford has averaged 9 points a game in this tournament. Ari McDonald, though, with a great response. On the left wing, it's Jones. Now a 3 from Prechtel. That won't go. Battle for the rebound. Last touched by Lexi Hull. It will be Arizona basketball. Going back to that last Prechtel shot. Wow, that was a wild bounce, and it somehow went in. Here's McDonald. Pass outside. The 3 is good. Wow. A swish from Puello on the left wing, and Arizona have come within a point of Stanford. They're storming back here in quarter 2. Here's Kiana Williams. Now Lexi Hull taking it in strong. Can't finish. Offensive rebound. The putback is good. There's Prechtel once again making an impact for Stanford. 7 points, 3 rebounds. Stanford by 3 in a good one so far in this national championship game. Here's QTRARIZ. Reese hands it off to Pellington. Pellington looking to scoop it in and fouled on the shot. So she will head to the line. Jones doesn't quite believe that she was called for the foul. And now she will come out. And Lacey Hull will come in, the sister of Lexi Hull. So here come the 2 free throws for Pellington. First one in which she knocks down. So Jones with 2 fouls, and that's why she's had to come out for Stanford here about midway through the second quarter. Pellington converts both free throws. Coming back into the game for Stanford is Cameron Brink. And she will replace Prechtel, who takes a seat. All right, this is taken up the floor by Kiana Williams. 2019, Stanford by 1. Ari McDonald tonight with 5 points. The rest of the team with 14 so far. And that's going to be a travel. The Cardinal turn it over. And it will be Arizona basketball. 14-4 run for Arizona in the last 8 minutes. McDonald, tough left-handed shot, an air ball, but it's grabbed underneath, and a tussle for the ball. It's a tie-up between Wilson and Baptiste. The possession arrow is Stanford's, so they will get the ball back. But give credit to Arizona here in the second quarter. They've been fighting back, only trailed by 1. They were down by 12, or rather 11 at one point. Here is Lacey Hull. Pass tipped and stolen away. Great steal and a great finish by Pellington at the other end. And Arizona, just like that, take the lead halfway through the second quarter. A 16-4 run for the Wildcats. And a foul called. 4:44 to play in the half. It's Arizona 21, Stanford 20. Bit of a sluggish start from the Wildcats, but they've come alive here in quarter 2. How about Pellington with the steal at one end and the finish at the other? I'll be back after this quick break. It's the national title game from San Antonio. Welcome back in, everybody. It's Arizona with a 1-point lead. They've come storming back against Stanford, and coming up on the halftime report, I'll give you a first half breakdown and discuss Arizona closing the gap on Stanford here as they trailed by 11 early on, but have All right, everybody, I am back. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties for a moment there, but I am back up and running, so do not worry. We are just back from the timeout. Barry McDonald taking a big hit. Foul called against Stanford's Cameron Brink. Barry McDonald, 5 points so far. As Stanford do have the lead. They scored 2 points as I was dealing with some technical difficulties, and that's a steal off the inbounds pass by Stanford. Here is Brink. Now it's Lacey Holt. Lacey and Lexi Hull out there. That pass into the lane, stolen away by Pellington. Pellington the steal, and she's called for a double dribble at the other end. Wow. A double dribble called. And so it will go back to Stanford. Nice pass inside. The layup no good from Prechtel. Here is Pellington. Looking back to Adia Barnes, head coach of Arizona. Here's Puello. Her three rims out, and it's rebounded by Wilson. Prechtel hands it off, gets it back from Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull for three, got it. Plus the foul, a 4-point play opportunity. How about that shot from Lexi Hull? A foul called against Helena Puello. A big shot from Hull as she goes to the line. 7 points for her early on. Well, not too early now. 2:45 to go in the first half. Free throw knocked down. It's a 4-point play for Hull, and Stanford have a 5-point lead. Here's a drive. Left-handed finish off the mark from McDonald. She's got a couple of looks, pretty good looks in the paint like that. Just hasn't been able to finish. Williams finds Lexi Hull. Now Prechtel with a mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Jerome. Back outside now. Kiana Williams into the lane and knocks down the floater. Stanford on a run of their own right now. 28-21, an 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Under 2 to go in the first half. McDonald driving, denied there. A block by Prechtel. Kiana Williams, 5 points for Stanford. And she has the ball in her hands. 90 seconds to go in the half. On the right wing, it's Anna Wilson. Her three is good. Rattles home, and Stanford reclaim a double-digit lead. Russell Wilson is absolutely loving what he's seeing from his sister. He's in attendance at the Alamo Dome, but what a response from Arizona. Pellington with the and one, finishing through contact. A reminder that the NCAA Men's Championship game is tomorrow, 9:20 Eastern Time, when 2 1 seeds square off for the title. Gonzaga against Baylor. I will be on the call for that one, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Yes, this is live right now, Alan. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Sorry, I did not see that comment until just now. I was having some technical difficulties, and everything was messed up here, so the comments weren't showing up until just now. But yes, this game is going on live. as a travel is called on the far side. Williams took too many, or rather, it was Williams who took too many steps. Arizona forced a turnover, 1:05 to play in the half. That's the 8th turnover of the game for Stanford, although they do have a 7-point lead. As McDonald got bumped by Wilson, and that puts Arizona in the bonus. So 2 free throws on the way for Ari McDonald. In the first 2 games of the tournament, or rather in the first 2 games against Stanford, averaged 16 points per game, only shooting 26% from the field. She has 5 points so far tonight. It's been a relatively quiet performance as she misses the first free throw. It's the 3rd meeting between these 2 teams, and as I mentioned, this is a Stanford team who have beat Arizona in both meetings. However, it's definitely a different Arizona team that they're now facing, a much improved Arizona team, but missing both free throws was McDonald. An offensive foul, however, called against Anna Wilson. That's her 2nd. 48 seconds left in the half. Back into the game for Stanford is Hannah Jump. And so here is Ari McDonald. McDonald to the corner as she finds Pellington. Pellington back outside. Yaney gets it to Ware. Ware back outside. Thomas gives it to Pellington. 6 on the shot clock. Pellington with a strong drive. Can't finish with the right hand. Stanford grabbed the rebound, and they can run out the clock here and take the final shot of the first half. Wilson to Jerome. Jerome back to Williams. Williams has to put it up. Cannot do so. A steal at the buzzer. And that is it for the first half in San Antonio, Texas. 31-24. Stanford leads. A low-scoring first half. A first half of runs. And it is Stanford who have a 7-point lead at the break in the national championship game. Still a whole nother half to be played. Stanford, yes, leading by 7, but Arizona certainly hanging around. And a big second half ahead. Let's hear the thoughts of Ari McDonald before the halftime report.
Good stops. We let Stanford get hot. We pretty much let them have it their way. And just on offensive end, be more patient. That started with me. I'm pressing a little bit, trying to make a play. But it starts with me. I got to lead my team on defensive end and offensive end. And we'll let the game come to us and we'll be fine.
Yeah, you mentioned you were pressing. You struggled some from the field. What do you have to do differently against this Stanford defense?
Doing what I've been doing before. Letting the game come to me. Dissecting the defense, reading them. Not rushing my shots.
Thank you, Ari.
Thank you.
All right, so there you hear the thoughts of Ari McDonald. And now let's hear the Stanford perspective. Here's Lexi Hull.
Lexi Hull has been tremendous for Stanford. Here's Holly with Lexi.
Thank you for being patient, Lexi. You've been going full speed, leading your team in scoring, but you're also defensively on Ari McDonald at times. How are you able to keep up with her speed and quickness?
She's a very, very good player, and she's working 24/7. So just trying to stay in front of her and keep her contained. That's the goal.
You guys were told that the number one goal for this game was to take care of the basketball. What concerns you that you've got 10 turnovers here in the first half?
I think that we're pressing a little too much, trying to make things happen that maybe aren't there. So second half, we just need to lock down and really take care of the ball.
Thank you so much, Lexi.
All right, there you hear it from both Ari McDonald and then Lexi Hull. And at the break, it's a 31-24 lead for the Stanford Cardinal. We're just halfway through the national championship game in the NCAA women's basketball tournament. A 7-point lead for the Cardinal at the break. Still plenty of more basketball to be played, but it was certainly a good way to end the half for Stanford. There's no doubt about it, because Arizona were certainly putting the pressure on Stanford after, we saw Arizona go on quite the run and then ultimately take the lead at one point. But at the halftime point, it is Stanford with a 7-point lead, and the Cardinal held Arizona to just 8 points in the opening quarter. That was huge for Stanford, and it wasn't really until the second quarter that Arizona started to heat up. They did go on that big run to come back. For me, really, the only reason Arizona are still in this game is because of the turnovers from Stanford. There's been a lot of costly turnovers for Stanford. If they can protect the ball more, I think they should have no problem winning this game. But, Arizona's defense, they're that type of team that can force turnovers and make things uncomfortable for the opponent on offense. So, you certainly can't count the Wildcats out, although I thought it was a good response from Stanford after Arizona went on that run and took a 1-point lead. 21-20 was the score at one point, but Stanford stepped on the gas once more and were able to regain a double-digit lead once more, and now it's down to 7. And as I said, it's been a game of runs. Stanford had a 14-3 run to start the game. Arizona had a 12-2 run at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter, and then Stanford with an 11-3 run to end the second quarter. So based on that pattern, will Arizona have a run to start the second half? We shall see. They may just need it to come back in this game. They only trail by 7, but it will certainly be a tough task against this high-power Stanford offense. 31-24 is the score at the interval. The halftime report will continue after this. Happy Easter, everybody. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. 31-24, Stanford leading Arizona at the break. How about the first half from Lexi Hull? She led the way for the Cardinal on offense. And what a journey it's been for Stanford this season. They started the season in Palo Alto, but due to COVID-19 regulations in that area, they were forced to move out and find a new home. They basically played their whole season just about at neutral and away venues. They only played one game at home before they had to leave, and they were on the road for 9 consecutive weeks. So they were certainly battle-tested, but here they are in the national championship game with a chance to win it all. I'll get you set for the second half after this quick break. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. 31-24. Stanford leads in the national title game for the NCAA women's basketball tournament. Happy Easter to everyone tuning in. Later on tonight, it'll be the first Sunday night baseball of the season when Mike Trout, the 3-time AL MVP, and the Los Angeles Angels take on the exciting Chicago White Sox, who were coming into the season expected to be one of the most entertaining teams to watch. That's at 8:30 tonight. And it was an interesting first half, to say the least, because the 2-star players for each team, McDonald for Arizona and Jones for Stanford, combined for just 9 points. McDonald had 5 and Haley Jones had 4. So I would expect both of those players to pick it up in the second half, considering the stakes. We shall see if that turns out to be the case. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting first half, a game of runs. The star players not really showing up quite yet. So I do expect the second half to be a bit different, as the national title is up for grabs here, and we'll see which team wants it more in the end. Will it be Arizona, the underdogs, or Stanford, who have overcome a lot this season? Stanford are outscoring Arizona 11-0 on second chance points. So that's a key right there. Arizona need to be better on the glass. They were outscored as well, 16-12 in the paint. So Stanford doing a little bit of everything overall, better than Arizona. So the Wildcats need to pick it up, and that starts with the play from their leader, Ari McDonald. She'll simply have to pick up her game. She was 2 for 11 in that first half, 1 of 3 from 3. Stanford held Arizona to 8 points in the opening quarter, and Arizona just simply need to do better on the offensive side of the floor if they want to come away with the victory. Well, both teams are getting set to come out of the locker room and onto the court for the second half of action at the Alamo Dome. And in San Antonio, a champion will be crowned after the next 20 minutes of basketball. Stanford by 7. Second half is next. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. It's the NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship game from San Antonio, Texas. We get set for the start of the third quarter between Arizona and Stanford. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into the broadcast. And definitely an interesting first half. Maybe some nerves setting in. You know, the shooting wasn't the best on both sides, but still plenty of time left in this game. I expect the offense to improve, particularly for Arizona, because they'll need to improve from the field. In a lot of occasions they missed some very makeable shots, and Stanford have been doing a great job frustrating Ari McDonald. Playing physically, playing against her physically, coming up with some steals, a couple of blocks as well. So McDonald just with 5 points on 2 of 11 shooting. She was 1 of 3 from 3-point range in that first half for Arizona. And after that monster game she had against UConn. You'd expect her to improve here in the second half, and she might need to if Arizona want to have a chance of pulling off this upset. And so we get set for the start of quarter three as Aari McDonald in that first half, didn't get the look she wanted, but at times, despite only getting 5 points, did have more than a couple of assists. She had a number of assists, great decision-making from McDonald. She knows when she doesn't have a good look. And Arizona led 3-2 to start the game. It was followed by a 12-0 Stanford run. Arizona then led 21-20, which was followed by a Stanford 11-0 run. So 2 Stanford runs has them up by 11 as we are underway in the third quarter from the Alamo Dome. Baptiste pulls up and knocks down the shot. Nice way to start quarter three for Arizona. Here is Anna Wilson for Stanford. Now it's Haley Jones. Top of the key with Wilson. Wilson, tough shot, got it. 33-26. Russell Wilson continues to get fired up in the stands, seeing her sister light it up on the floor. Anna Wilson with 5 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Here's Baptiste for the Wildcats. Back outside. All right, there we go. I am back. Sorry, I lost connection for a moment. Here's a deep three, and it will be no shot clock violation. The shot clock was running out. That's why the three was put up from long range. It didn't get any of the rim, but apparently it was not a shot clock violation at the other end. It's a layup converted by Brink. It has Stanford up by 9, and a foul called here as Wilson took a spill. It will be against Stanford. All right, just making sure everything's good. Sorry, I've had some internet problems for this broadcast, but we are back up and running, so that's good. Inbounds pass to Kate Reese. Reese denied. What a block that was from Brink, and a nice outlet pass. The layup is good from Alexi Hull, and Stanford have a double-digit lead, tied for their largest lead of the night, as Hull is into double figures, 10 points, a 37-26 lead for the Stanford Cardinal. With the ball now is Baptiste. Now McDonald hits the three. Big time for Arizona. Aari McDonald maybe starting to heat up her second three of the night. First points of the second half. Now it's a spin move. That won't go for Brink. Here's McDonald accelerating into the lane. The left-handed shot off the rim, no good. Rebound by Stanford. Jones hands it off for Jump. Now on the left wing, it's Kiana Williams. Here's Alexi Hull. Can't get the roll, just short. McDonald with the ball in her hands again. McDonald weaving her way in, and a hard foul as she will head to the line for 2 free throws. Let's go back to that last Stanford basket. Just a brilliant outlet pass from Haley Jones. But then Aari McDonald finding her touch from outside with a 3 right after that. And now she goes to the line. In her last 3 games has averaged 30 points a game. Tonight so far, just 8. Now 9 with the first free throw converted. 7:10 to go in the third quarter. 9 points for McDonald. That was her first free throw made tonight after she missed her first 2. She goes 2 for 2 on this trip. 6-point game. The Wildcats keeping within reach. Brink finds jump. Oh, a nice pass to the cutting Jones. And she gets the roll. The layup good. By the way, Anna Wilson has 3 fouls for Stanford. So she's come out. And that's something to keep in mind. Another foul against Stanford. This time it's Lexi Hull committing the foul. Great ball movement, though, from Stanford on their last possession. Ari McDonald will inbound from the baseline. Here is Reese. Reese into the paint. Now Baptiste thought about the shot. And it'll be a 3-second violation called against the Wildcats. A reminder that the 2021 WNBA draft is actually in a couple weeks' time, April 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we'll see some of the players on the court right now get selected on draft night for the WNBA. Here's Jones. Spin move. Left it short. And now coming out with the rebound was Sam Thomas. Here's Yanni into the lane. Shot no good. Thomas, by the way, has had not a single point tonight for the Wildcats. Here is Lexi Hull in the lane, spinning and unable to bank it in was Prechtel. Oh, the dribble lost by McDonald. She recovers, though, and brings it into the front court. 39-31, Stanford by 8. Oh, that was too strong from Pellington. And now pass down the floor. Lexi Hull to Jones. There's the finish. Nice assist from Lexi Hull. And Stanford reclaim a 10-point lead. And a timeout called by Arizona. 41-31. Stanford with some great production on the offensive end. 5:26 to go in the third quarter. And I'll be back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. It's the national title game. 41-31, Stanford on top. Adia Barnes, the head coach of Arizona, played her college ball at Arizona, now coaching her alma mater and leading them to a national title game. Arizona were the first ones, Arizona, for the first time ever in program history, made it to the Final Four this year, and they took it a step further, going to the national title game after beating Connecticut on Friday night. Her family in attendance as we get set for the resumption of play about midway through the third. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in on this Easter Sunday. A champion will be crowned in San Antonio. All right, it's inbounded to Ari McDonald. Arizona trailing by 10, the 41-31 the score. Here's a drive from McDonald. Can't finish, but she will head to the line. The whistle and 2 free throws coming up for Ari McDonald. And the first free throw is knocked down to make it 41-32. Salvo Copa, the one of the assistant coaches for Arizona, is actually the husband of Adia Barnes. Both free throws good from McDonald. 41-33 the score. Jones gets it back from Prechtel. Jones driving the right side, and it's going to be Arizona ball. Great defense from Benduyeni. 4:47 to play in the third quarter. It's Stanford by 8 in the NCAA Women's National Championship at the Alamo Dome. I'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. 41-33, Stanford by 8, just past the halfway point of quarter 3 at the Alamo Dome in the national championship game of the NCAA women's basketball tournament. To start the second half, just great ball movement from Stanford. Nice cuts to the basket by Jones in particular. She had a very quiet first half, but is starting to come alive here in the second half. And look at the differentials tonight. Stanford with a plus 13 rebound margin, plus 11 second chance points, and plus 12 points in the paint. So in all those categories, significantly outdoing Arizona. Here's McDonald along the baseline, finds Ware. Back outside. Now here's Pellington. Pellington into the paint. Passes it off to McDonald. Nice pass. Ware could not finish from a tight angle. And now it's brought the other way by Stanford. Here is Haley Jones. Jones to Williams. The Cardinal lead by 8. 4:15 to go in quarter 3. Nice pass inside. Jones can't finish with a left hand, but it's a loose rebound corralled by Jerome. Stanford keep the possession alive. Here's Williams. Deep three, way downtown. Air ball. And it goes out of bounds as Stanford turn it over. Kiana Williams, just 5 points for Stanford. As McDonald collides with Lexi Hull, it will be a defensive foul against Hull. And she is slow to get up, shaken up after that collision. And McDonald will go to the line because Arizona are now in the bonus. Lexi Hull gets to her feet. She will gingerly walk off to the sideline. Her sister Lacey will replace her. She has 10 points, and that is her third foul. As McDonald misses the first free throw attempt. Yeah, Lexi Hull's going to get some attention now. She's still grimacing on the sideline. McDonald makes the second, 41-34. 13 points for McDonald after just 5 in the first half. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter at the Alamo Dome. Here's Alyssa Jerome, and that's stolen away. Jones had it stripped away, and the left-handed layup at the other end by Yaney has made a 5-point game. More pressure from Arizona off of McDonald. It will stay with Stanford, but all of a sudden the Wildcats with a burst of energy. Three and a half to go in the third, a 5-point ball game. Arizona with 6 points off turnovers. Jones into the front court. Jones will find Jerome. Now Kiana Williams on the left wing. Williams guarded by McDonald, and a reach-in foul called against Arizona. After that foul, McDonald immediately signaling to the sideline saying, "I'm okay." Although that was, I believe, her third foul. Yep, it was her third. And McDonald will stay in there. Catch and shoot three on the way. That's an air ball from Prechtel. Here come Arizona flying in transition. It's Pellington all the way in with ease. The left-handed layup has made a 3-point game. Arizona on a 7-0 run in the last 3 minutes or so. How about this run put forth by the Wildcats? Here's Williams. Now Haley Jones. That pass off the mark, and Stanford once more turn it over. The Wildcats rolling at the moment. Their sideline fired up. 41-38, Arizona with the ball. A 3 would tie the game. Step back three. McDonald can't tie it. And it's rebounded by Haley Jones of Stanford. Jones, pass outside. High arching three, no good. But an offensive rebound for Prechtel. And that pass gets away from Lacey Hull. Back-to-back turnovers for the Cardinal. A reminder that on Thursday, it's the 2021 NCAA Men's Hockey National Semifinals. At 5 Eastern, St. Cloud State takes on Minnesota State. And then at 9 in the second semifinal, it's Minnesota Duluth against UMass from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Frozen Four. Looks like Lexi Hull is back into the game for Stanford. 2 minutes to go in quarter three. Here is Baptiste for Arizona. Now Yaney. Pass to McDonald. She gets tripped, but no foul called. She just lost her balance. The steal by Anna Wilson. Wilson double teamed. Gets out of it. Jones, the Hail Mary pass. Lexi Hull the shot. Can't bank it in. And now here come the Wildcats the other way. McDonald with a scoop pass out along the perimeter. Baptiste spinning her way in. The layup no good. And there for the rebound is Haley Jones. Back and forth action here, late third quarter. Stanford leading by 3 with 1:15 to go in the quarter. Here's Jones. Jones all the way in, the spin move and the finish. Much needed basket there for Stanford. A minute to go in the third. 43-38 the score. Jones had a quiet first half with 4 points. She has 6 so far here in the third quarter. McDonald to Baptiste. Pass squeezed through to the corner. And now on the drive, blocked there was Bendu Yaney. But Arizona steal it right back. McDonald's three, no good. And it's rebounded by Stanford. About a half-second difference between the shot and game clock. As this will be brought up court by Kiana Williams. Stanford leading by 5 in a nail-biting national championship game. Oh, that pass stolen by Yaney. Here's a 2-on-1. Yaney, the bounce pass. Pellington, the finish. 3-point game. Arizona's defense stepping up in a big way. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Wilson. Wilson has it knocked away from Yaney, and that will do it for quarter 3 at the Alamo Dome. What a third quarter it was. The Wildcats stepping up their game. Some big plays on defense leading to some easy points on offense. It's Stanford by 3 as we head to quarter 4 after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a great one with 10 minutes to play. Stanford have a 3-point edge. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready to begin the fourth quarter. And what a fourth quarter this should be. Stanford leading by 3 points, 43-40. And the final 10 minutes of the national championship game are on the way. Who will be cutting down the championship net after the game? Will it be Stanford or Arizona? A reminder, by the way, that coming up next after this game on Sunday Night Baseball, it'll be the White Sox against Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. Ohtani, tonight's starter, batting second in the lineup as well. The two-way player, Shohei. Sorry about that. Just lost connection for a moment, but I am back. Meanwhile, back in this one, as we look at what's at stake, Arizona seeking their first national championship in school history. Stanford, meanwhile, seeking their third ever national championship, but their first since 1992. So both of these teams know the importance of this game, regardless of the history. It's a national championship game, and these two teams are showing out. What a game so far. And off we go in quarter four. Here's Lexi Hull. She finds Brink. Brink on the drive. Too strong on the layup. Offensive rebound. The putback won't go for Lexi Hull. And here come Arizona the other way. It's Bendu Yaney into the front court. Yaney will set up Pellington. Pellington for McDonald. McDonald had it poked loose for a moment by Wilson. McDonald keeps it, takes it underneath the basket, and her pass out to the corner blocked by Lexi Hull. It will stay Arizona basketball with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Ari McDonald into Baptiste. Baptiste guarded tightly, battle for the loose ball, and it'll be a traveling violation against Arizona. An interesting call. So it will be Stanford basketball here. Anna Wilson was the Pac-12 co-defensive player of the year, showing why on that possession. Anna Wilson, the sister of Russell Wilson, of course, the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. He is in attendance at the Alamo Dome. He's been in San Antonio throughout the tournament, attending each of his sister's games in this NCAA tournament. Here's Haley Jones. Jones spinning inside, gets the bounce. Haley Jones puts Stanford up by 5. She has 12 points now. Here's Pellington, back from Thomas. Pellington, top of the key. Kate Reese can't hit the triple. Offensive rebound, though. Thomas, the corner three. No good again. And Anna Wilson's there to secure the Stanford rebound. Arizona getting a lot of good looks from three. Just can't knock them down. Pass down low. Brink banks it home. Great work by Cameron Brink, 47-40. 5-0 for Stanford to start this fourth quarter. Oh, what a spin move. McDonald to the corner. Another good look from three. It's off the mark once more. This time, Pellington could not connect. Under 8 minutes to play in the national championship. Here's Kiana Williams on the right wing. Williams to Brink, pass inside. Another basket for none other than Haley Jones. Stanford starting the fourth quarter with a bang after 4 first-half points. Jones has 10 here in the second half, and a 9-point lead for the Cardinal. Yaney finds Reese. Now handed off to Pellington. Pellington taking it in, and a foul called against Lexi Hull. So big possession there as Pellington will head to the free throw line to try to get Arizona on the board here in this fourth quarter. And that foul there is Lexi Hull's 4th. So she is deep into foul trouble. One more and her night is over. And the first free throw won't go for Pellington. Every free throw now for Arizona are so crucial. She does hit the second, 49-41 the score, 7:08 to play. That's Pellington's 12th point of the night. Here is Haley Jones into the front court. Jones lost the handle. Saves it, though, getting it to Lacey Hull. Hull back for Jones. Oh, great defense there. Ware had the ball bounce off of her. Couldn't quite grab it. So it will stay with Stanford. Ware expressing her frustration. Great effort from her. But it will stay with Stanford. Jones will pass it in. Yeah, Arizona, a rough shooting night, just 28%. Stanford, 45% meanwhile. Jones to the baseline. Lacey Hull out to the corner. And the three-pointer off the mark from Wilson. A jump ball, though, is called. And the possession arrow does belong to Arizona. Lacey Hull will take a seat, 6:42 to play. Stanford significantly out-rebounding Arizona in this game, 41-24. Wow. This is handed off to McDonald. Now Yaney. Yaney keeping the dribble alive, gets it to McDonald. Top of the key. Ari McDonald, the three. Got it! Ari McDonald, a big-time triple just when Arizona needed it. Her third of the game, 16 points now. 49-44 is the score. What a big-time shot from McDonald. Oh, a great pass here. Brink able to finish. Banks it in. 51-44. Just the response Stanford were looking for. Brink has 10 points now. That's her fifth field goal. She was number 3 in the 2020 ESPN W100. Here's Pellington, high arcing layup won't go, and a tie up on the rebound. And this time the possession arrow goes to Stanford. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Happy Easter to all of you who have joined tonight's broadcast. Much appreciated, everybody. All right, here come Arizona. Wilson to Jones. Huge possession here. Jones, the contested shot, swirled out. An unlucky miss. And now McDonald taking it all the way, but a block by Brink. And down for Stanford is Anna Wilson. This play will be halted. There was a lot going on in the paint as McDonald took it in. Wilson's done a great job defensively. Oh, yeah, McDonald went right into the left knee of Wilson. Who will check out of the game. Russell Wilson, her brother, watching on inside the Alamo Dome. Coming in for Arizona will be Sam Thomas. Midway through the fourth quarter, Stanford with a 7-point lead in an all Pac-12 national title game for the first time ever. And a 10-second violation called against the Cardinal. They could not get it into the front court. before 10 seconds came and went. And that's great defense by Arizona as Anna Wilson is heading to the locker room. So it seems like a serious knee injury. I'll keep you updated on that. Oh, great move. Pellington to the rack plus the foul. And one for Pellington. A 5-point game as she will head to the line after the break. 4:51 to play in the national championship game. It sure has not disappointed. 51-46, Stanford by 5. The final minutes of regulation coming your way next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. How about Shayna Pellington with the Hesse? Great bucket right before the timeout. 51-46 Stanford lead, and now Pellington will head to the line to try to complete the traditional three-point play. This national championship game coming down to the wire. Pellington in her first 5 games had 20 points total. Tonight alone, she's had 14. So a very impressive performance from Pellington, making an impact off the bench for the Wildcats. And here comes her free throw attempt as she goes to the line. She knocks it down. So 51-47. Game on at the Alamo Dome. Under 5 to play in the fourth quarter. Stanford looking to avoid another 10-second violation. And they do so as Kiana Williams brings it into the front court. Here's Williams on the right wing. Williams still with it. 10 on the shot clock. She has 5 points. Passes it to Jones. Jones cross court to Prechtel. Prechtel a contested 3 off the back iron. And it's last touched by Belibi. It will go to Arizona, who only trail by 4. And Anna Wilson will come back into the game for Stanford. She quickly went to the locker room to be evaluated. She has been cleared to continue. And she's such an important part of the Stanford team, as Francesca Belibi will come back comeback out for Stanford. Quickly filling in the role of Wilson. Hull, Brink, both have 4 fouls for Stanford. Wilson has 3. So a number of players for Stanford in foul trouble. Good look for Yaney, but her 3 is well short. And Wilson's there to secure the rebound. 4 minutes to play in the national title game. Here's a good look. Lexi Hull can't hit the 3. Rebound loose and controlled in the end by Baptiste. With it now is Baptiste. There's McDonald off the screen. Her 3 is good. Ari McDonald big time again. And it's a 1-point ball game. McDonald with 14 second half points. And Arizona are within 1 of Stanford. Driving the baseline, but unable to finish was Williams. Rebound by Arizona. They can take the lead here on this possession. The crowd as loud as it's been all night in San Antonio. 3 minutes to play. A 1-point game. Baptiste hands it off to McDonald. McDonald just hit a 3. What will she do here? McDonald splitting the defense. Tough shot. No good. And Haley Jones is there for the rebound. Here is Kiana Williams now. Stanford up by 1. And a timeout called by Tara Vanderveer, head coach of Stanford. 2:40 to go in a thrilling fourth quarter. What a national championship game. It's coming down to the wire. Stanford up by 1, but Ari McDonald keeping Arizona in this game. The Arizona faithful absolutely loving it. And Arizona have just kept on fighting. They put together some runs to keep it close. McDonald, a very uncharacteristic first half performance where she had 5 points on 2 of 11 shooting, but in the second half, she's taken over 14 points. As we get set to resume play out of the timeout, 2:40 to go. Stanford 51-50. They lead it by a point. Jones in the front court, inbounds to Brink. Brink back to Jones. Now it's Williams, top of the key at the Final Four logo. Now it's Haley Jones. Jones spinning into the lane. The shot is good, plus the foul. Haley Jones, big time for Stanford. How about that out of the timeout? And she was fired up. How about that strength she uses to finish through contact? She knocks down the free throw. 54-50. Stanford lead with 2:20 to play. Jones, who also had a quiet first half, has had 13 second half points now. Thomas gets it to McDonald. McDonald, another 3. No good. Rebound loose. Last touched by Arizona. It'll be Stanford basketball. And they cannot look at this. Yeah, that clearly seemed to be off of Stanford. A questionable decision, and they cannot look at this. They can only go look at it under 2 minutes. There's 2:03 to play. So Stanford get a break there. Here's Jones for the Cardinal. Oh, nice bounce pass, but it gets away from Williams. The steal by Pellington all the way in. Cannot finish. The rebound there for the taking. And out of bounds was Baptiste. It'll be Stanford basketball. Wow. Yep, her left hand hit the baseline. That's where she was out. And so Stanford had the ball, leading by 4. in the NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship game. Oh, a near steal there by Baptiste. But a foul will actually be called. That'll be the third team foul, so still not in the bonus. Our Stanford. They will get the shot clock reset to 20 seconds. .122 to play. A collision here. Nothing called. Now Stanford eventually inbound. Here is Kiana Williams. Williams, top of the key. Oh, what a move. Williams keeping the dribble. Now Lexi Hull. 3 to shoot. Hull in trouble. It's stolen away. Ari McDonald coast to coast. A foul called as she gets hacked from behind by Williams. And so McDonald will shoot a free throw, or rather shoot 2 free throws with 59 seconds to play. Yeah, Stanford just weren't even close to getting a shot up on that possession. And McDonald speedy at the other end, able to draw the foul. She has 19 points, but she misses her first free throw attempt. Coming up next, it'll be Sunday Night Baseball between the White Sox and Angels. But first, we have to crown a champion. Game that's coming down to the very end. Ari McDonald knocks down the second. So a 3-point game. Stanford inbound. No need to foul if you're Arizona yet. Here's Jones. She gets it to Wilson. Now it's Kiana Williams. Nice hesitation. The shot too strong. Battle for the rebound. Picked up by the Wildcats. McDonald fouled on the shot. She will head to the line with 36.6 seconds to play. Arizona with a perfectly executed defensive possession. Anna Wilson, by the way, picking up her 4th foul. So she is one away from fouling out. McDonald, a 77% free throw shooter, which ranks 8th in the Pac-12. And McDonald hits the first. A 2-point game now. And she knocks down the second. A 1-point game and a timeout on the floor. 54 to 53. 36.6 seconds to play. What a game this has been. All for the national championship. And so now, a quick game reset. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Arizona with 1 foul to give. Stanford don't have any to give. And Stanford do have the ball. The possession arrow does belong to Arizona in case we have a jump ball. But if you're Arizona here, there's a 6.5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So do you foul? I don't think you do, because you still have a couple of timeouts. So if they didn't have any timeouts, then it's a different story. But they do. So if if Stanford miss, you grab the rebound, you can immediately call a timeout to set up for a buzzer beater. And even if Stanford make it, it will still be a 1-possession game, unless, of course, it's a 3 from Stanford. So I don't think they'll foul here. We'll see how Stanford executes on this possession. Off we go. It's inbounded to Lexi Hull. Hull, now to Williams. They're going to let the clock wind down. 15 on the shot clock, 21 left in the game. A 1-point lead for Stanford. Williams, the San Antonio native, on the right wing. And gives it up to Brink. That's a shot clock violation. Not the possession Stanford were seeking. And so with 5.5 seconds to go, Arizona will take over as they call a timeout and will try to make a game-winning shot in the final seconds. Wow. Stanford could not even get a shot off on that possession. Williams held it until there were 2 seconds left on the clock. Tried to get it to Brink. It was knocked away by Baptiste, and a frustrated Tara Vanderveer on the sideline. Unhappy with the end result of that possession. The Arizona fans cheering, knowing that they have a chance to win it here. A 1-point game. Arizona down by 1. Have a chance to win the national title game. Well, wow, this is what the game's coming down to. I would think Ari McDonald is going to get the ball here, and we'll see how Stanford defend this inbounds pass. You have to think the ball will go to the hands of Ari McDonald. And that's who you want to have it if you're Arizona for a chance to win the game. It's been a fantastic tournament, a fantastic national championship game, and this is what it all comes down to. The ball in the front court. Arizona does have one more timeout if they need it. Here comes Pellington to inbound. Oh, you don't have ESPN? Well, thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. I appreciate you tuning in. It is 54-53 Stanford lead, PAGN 3, and there's 6.1 seconds left in the game. Arizona have the ball in the front court, have a chance to win it here. If they don't score, that's it. They get into McDonald. 5, 4, 3, McDonald. Turning around, putting it up, no good. The Stanford Cardinal have won the national title. It's all over. 54-53, the final score. A heartbreaking ending for the Arizona Wildcats. It's been a spectacular tournament run, but that is it. Yeah, no problem. I definitely was glad to bring you live commentary of this game, and especially the ending, because what an ending it was, as Ari McDonald was defended very well. Credit to Stanford. They played that final possession. Just as they wanted to, and despite Ari McDonald having to put up an extremely tough shot, she still hit the back iron. It nearly went. What a thrilling ending to this game. But no reason to be disappointed for Arizona. They've had one heck of a season. Unfortunately for them, they fall just short, and Stanford are the national champions in an unforgettable NCAA tournament. The celebrations begin. The confetti falls at the Alamo Dome. And this all Pac-12 title game certainly lived up to the hype. Arizona had an opportunity to win it at the very end, unable to do so. And that is all she wrote. This has been a thrilling tournament. What a run for Arizona. A 3 seed beating UConn against all odds in the semifinal, and certainly giving Stanford a run for their money here in the national title game. And it was the third meeting between these two teams since they are both in the Pac-12. And Tara Vanderveer's side are the national champions. Stanford themselves overcoming a lot this season. They could not play at home for pretty much all of the season due to COVID regulations. They were battle tested, and they come out on top in the end. And before I sign off, I should say, I'll let you guys listen into the post-game thoughts of Kiana Williams of Stanford.
That's a great basketball program. I'm so happy that they made it to this far. That's a great basketball team we just beat. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, and we did that. I'm so proud of our young players. Haley stepping up big, Cam stepping up big. Janet coming in as a freshman, hasn't played in 2 games and held her own. I'm just so proud of this team, and we're champs. I can't believe it. We're champs.
It was hard at the end, too. You know, that you have a 1-point lead, and they have the ball with 6 seconds left. Plenty of time to get something done. How did the defense step up and make it difficult for Ari to get that look?
We knew who they were going to. She was killing us all game. We knew who they were going to. So when she had it up top, they overloaded one side, and I told Lexi to just go trap her. And they made it a difficult shot, and thankfully she missed it. We made a play at the end.
You guys have had one of the more unprecedented seasons in sports history, being on the road, away from home. How do you describe the resilience of this group to win it in a year like this?
I think that's what helped us. Being on the road for 10 weeks, we didn't want to do that, but afterwards we were thankful for it because we grew as a team, we grew as individuals, and that was hard. But it's helped us. Against Louisville, having to come back down 12, or against South Carolina, they're going on their run, and then also tonight getting that big stop.
Your coach has had a magnificent season. She passes Pat Summitt as the all-time wins leader. It's been 29 years since she won a championship. How do you describe Tara Vanderveer and her resilience and longevity in this role?
It starts with her. It starts with T-Dog. She's a great leader, a great coach, but an even better person. We know that she cares about us as people, not just as basketball players. So I'm so excited that the job is over for her, and to win this in my home city for her, I'm just so thankful. So thankful.
Well, thank you, Kiana. You're the first chair of the orchestra. I think you played some sweet music tonight.
Thank you, Holly. Happy Easter, everyone.
All right, there you have it from Kiana Williams winning a national title for Stanford in her hometown of San Antonio, Texas. What a tournament from the Stanford Cardinal. And just before I sign off, going back to that final play, 6.1 seconds to go. Arizona inbounded. Ari McDonald just triple teamed in the end. The fadeaway was a good effort from McDonald as time expired. Off the back iron, just a little too strong. She nearly got it to fall, which would have been an unbelievable ending. But Stanford pull it out. They hold on for the victory. What a national title game it was. It's been a great 3 days now of both men's and women's NCAA tournament action. And actually, prior to me signing off, let's hear the thoughts of Tara Vanderveer, head coach of Stanford. What a moment for her.
They are very aggressive. We turned the ball over much too much, but we had enough to be able to win it. I thought Haley Jones really stepped up big for us. Anna Wilson's defense. Lexi Holt kept us in the game. Cameron Brink inside. Aston played really well for us. And a lot of different people came in and made some contributions. But, Kiana obviously being out there and running our team. But this is a dream come true for our team. I think it probably hit me tomorrow. But, we played Arizona, came down to that exact shot at home. The ball rolled out. So Ari's a tremendous player. So we're very fortunate to win, and we're very excited.
Coach, you told us there was a moment this season, everything your team had been through in January, where you were like, this is too hard. We're away from home. We're in hotel rooms. We can't do it. How did you find the strength to continue through?
Well, we have some really outstanding women on our team. Alyssa Jerome has been a great leader for us. Anna Wilson, a great leader. Kiana, as a senior. They're a very close team. Lexi and Lacey, the sisterhood, really has helped our team, I think, be a very close team. And getting through all the things we got through, we're excited to win the COVID championship.
29 years from your last championship. Is this one compared? Do you even remember?
The other one was not quite as close, the last one, but we're really excited. No one knows the score. No one knows who scores. It's just, it's a national championship, and I'm really excited to represent Stanford as this is a great team. We did not play a great game today, however, but we can win, not playing as well as we need to. I'm excited.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Anthony.
All right, there you have it from Tara Vanderveer. As she said, and as will probably be the case, it'll most likely all sink in tomorrow. Heartbreaking for Arizona, thrilling for Stanford, 54-53, the final score. And the Stanford Cardinal are the 2021 NCAA Women's Basketball National Champions. What a game to cap off a fantastic tournament. It was a pleasure to be on the call for this one, and I'll be back tomorrow night, 9:20 Eastern Time, for the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament National Championship game between 2-1 seeds, Gonzaga and Baylor. Hope to see you then. Bye for now, and happy Easter to everyone who tuned in tonight.